So, Star Wars is fucked. Absolutely fucked. If I had to pick a good representation for Star Wars now, it's the chick from Emergence after she got kicked in the stomach. Any hope for the series is long since miscarried, and we're all waiting for it to just OD and die in a dirty bathroom.
God damn, dude.
Sure, The Mandalorian is pretty phenomenal right now, but to think that can repair all the damage that Disney and Kathleen has done is just being naive, especially since Rise of the Skywalker is looking like it could not only be one of the worst Star Wars movies ever made, but outright one of the worst movies, period.
I just wanna tell you all, go yourself.
Is that hyperbolic? Possibly, but when test audiences are walking out of viewings, test audiences, the people literally supposed to sit there and tell you what to fix in a movie, yeah, they walked out, but not only that, there's 8 different versions of the movie that are still being written and thrown together less than a month away from the expected release date. Just fucking delay it. Why won't you stubborn bastards just fucking delay it? What do you have to lose? Just delay it till Christmas next year. No one's gonna complain. But the point is, something is very wrong here. They insisted that Last Jedi did not fuck the pig, but all these headaches had to come from somewhere. But none of this matters. Kathleen Kennedy decided to go out and do some interviews in anticipation for the new movie, which mainly involved making excuses as to why this new trilogy sucks ass. Now, 90% of it is just corporate fluff, blah blah blah, just to pad out the interview, and the only part that really matters is her statement on how they didn't have any source material to follow, which is so stupid that you think this is a Photoshop edit of the interview, but it isn't. She's actually trying to convince us that the extended universe didn't happen.
No!
Now, some people have tried to spin this as Kathleen is so stupid that she doesn't even know about the Star Wars EU, but I don't think that, because she was one of the people responsible for burning it out of the canon. It's far, far more malicious than plain incompetence. Kathleen is desperate to make excuses to save her ass. If Rise of the Skywalker fails, guess what? She is absolutely fucked. It'll be worse than just being fired. She will be the woman responsible for killing Star Wars. She's already considered that by a lot of people, but this time it'll be official, and I guarantee she's gonna vanish from the media and you'll probably find her body buried in the Nevada desert. The mouse does not forgive. But what she wanted to do is actually pretty simple. She was speaking not to actual Star Wars fans, but to typical soccer mom Karens, the ones that don't even know the extended universe was a thing. The only problem to that idea is the interview was public, so people that know about the extended shit can see the interview too. So it's only burying the knife deeper for the dudes that know how much badass shit was yeeted out of existence for the sake of just retreading ground. Hell, right now, Jon Favreau was the one guy willing to acknowledge the EU and embrace it for The Mandalorian. For one, vibroblades exist, so lightsabers are not the end-all be-all weapon anymore. It's actually pretty shocking that Kathleen is this desperate to avoid shit that she didn't sign off on. I was always of the belief that she would decanonize the EU, but then conveniently borrow ideas and plotlines whenever the Thai ladyboy and cocaine budget ran low. Because anybody that has actually explored the extended universe knows that there is some downright amazing shit there. Here's an idea for some spin-off movies, Kathleen. Instead of just retreading the same remember Han Solo, remember the Death Star shit that you've been doing, how about a movie about the clone troopers that defected during Order 66? How about a Republic Commando movie in the vein of something like Sicario, officially licensed Star Wars hentai doujins? A KOTOR trilogy that can actually deconstruct Star Wars instead of being some half-hearted and poor-natured parody written by a smug, hairy watermelon. Sure, it wasn't all good. Zombie stormtroopers were fun, but to actually call it phenomenal is a step too far. And the clone Luke Skywalker's was, yeah, that shit was stupid. But think about all the characters that can't be used if you just wipe the extended universe out of existence. For one, Mara Jade, Luke Skywalker's wife, one of the coolest chicks of the franchise. How about the Exile from KOTOR 2? Another badass female character. She's like canonically female in the novel, I think. But anyway, yeah, she literally committed a war crime on Malachor 5 to stop the Mandalorian Wars. She's pretty fucking cool. Revan, who was basically Darth Vader, but then became a good boy and saved the galaxy. And how about, Kyle fucking Katarn, who is so badass that, in all honesty, it's probably downright impossible to adapt him properly. It's the same reason why all those attempts at Hitman movies failed. You just can't bring this character to movies. He's too good in video games. They're his natural habitat. Besides, if there's a Kyle Katarn movie, then I'm fully expecting all the women in the theater to get pregnant with Jedi children from sheer masculinity, meaning I'm gonna have to add another group to the list of minorities I hate. But you get the idea. There is a lot of material that they could have used for the new trilogy, enough so that they didn't really need to remake the original movies, but with less passion and creativity. Though in all honesty, that describes Disney in a nutshell. They have every opportunity on the planet to actually make something imaginative, but they always just go with the soulless option instead. There are no artists in control over at Disney, no entertainers or creative types. They're all gone. It's all corporate suits and businessmen. And I get it, Disney is a business, so it'll be run like a business. But you can't treat art like it's just a company. Art by its very nature relies on expression and passion. If you don't care about what you're making, then it's all too clear to your audience. For an example of a franchise reboot done right, Blade Runner 2049 is fucking beautiful. It's so well crafted that you know the director, Denis Villeneuve, stared at every single frame to make sure it was all done right.
Someone lived this, yes. This happened.
I know it's real. I know it's real.
He poured his heart and soul into the project because he genuinely loved Blade Runner. He didn't treat it like a corporate job. It wasn't a cash grab to him. I highly recommend 2049. It is Blade Runner to a T and completely worth a viewing. Not everybody likes it, but I fucking loved it. Now, if J.J. Abrams did 2049, you know exactly what would have happened. It would have been the exact same movie as the original, but with less subtlety and more explosions, because J.J. doesn't really care about these movies. Star Trek, Star Wars, it's all just a paycheck to him. Sure, he might have fun with what he does, it's definitely a lot better than being stuck in a fucking call center, but it's clear that he simply isn't interested in these big franchises. Nobody at LucasArts cares, and now that apathy has come to haunt them. Can Star Wars be saved? Some people say that if Kathleen Kennedy is thrown out and Jon Favreau replaces her, then there's a chance, but personally, I say it's far too late. There's too much oversaturation of the market. Star Wars and all the bad press has been shoved down our throats these last few years. It's gonna take a lot of effort to win over the general audience again, and Disney being the sleazy shitbags that they are, yeah, that certainly doesn't do them any favors. Will Rise of the Skywalker be good? No, but it doesn't matter. I mentioned in my last video that there is a culture of simply consuming product. It doesn't matter if you complain or whine. If you keep consuming, then nothing will get better. The main excuse shills have is that you can't complain about something if you haven't seen it, which always seems like a veiled attempt to just get people to go and spend money on the thing anyway, which is honestly one of the main reasons I support piracy. If you seriously do not want to give something money, just don't. You shouldn't be forced to support something if you're extremely opposed to the people behind it. Now let's be real here. Rise of Skywalker won't flop. It's impossible. Solo flopped because it was a spin-off and was riding off the back of The Last Jedi, so it didn't have much loyalty. But a mainland Star Wars film? Yeah, that's not gonna fail. Disney simply won't let it. It will make its money back and then some, but I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm not watching Rise of Skywalker. I'm gonna put my money elsewhere into something more useful, like big titty anime mouse pads. That's all I have to say on the matter here. Kathleen Kennedy is a sleazebag, and I can't wait for Disney to burn to the ground. So until next time, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys.
Nigga, you just fucked with the wrong bull. Come here! You should have learned your place on the fucking basketball court. But you fucking monkeys never get the message. My father gave me that truck, you motherfucker! You ever shoot at violence? You come here, you shoot at my family? I'm gonna teach you a real lesson now, motherfucker. Put your fucking mouth on the curb. Put it on the curb right now! That's it. Now say goodnight.
Oh, this has me inspired. I'm about to go literally shoot the beach with the gimbal, and this couldn't be more of a more perfect inspiration to watch right before I do that. I'm gonna be out there crying, and people are gonna be like, "Why is this fool with this camera crying?" Oh my god.